good morning and welcome. Today we'll start down on the mat. Try to find a comfortable position. We'll go through some moves to warm up. So sitting up nice and tall, try your best to relax your shoulders. If you're uncomfortable, just adjust, maybe lengthen one leg out. That can make a difference down on the mat. Okay, let's begin with a nice tall spine. We're going to interlace our fingers, palms towards me. Now let's lean back a little, flexing our spine. Pulling the abdominals back will help feel more of a stretch in your back. Now lengthen your arms up by your ears and sit up tall. Let's do that again. Exhale as you lean back, pulling the navel towards the spine, and then inhale, reach both arms up. One more time. Lean back, so we're tucking the tailbone a bit, dropping our arms, looking down, and then lengthen both arms up. Release and lower all the way down. Now let's extend. So we're gonna bring our arms back for support. Lift your chest and arch your back. So your lower back's lengthened up towards the ceiling, upper back tipping back towards the back of your room. And then bring your arms by your side. And sit up tall. We'll do that one more time. Reach back, lengthen and extend. Still pulling the abdominals in. Abs are always engaged. And then walk your hands back in, lateral flexion. So we're moving our spine in all different directions as part of the warm-up. Let's go right into the other side, up and over. Good, let's do two more. Breathe in deep, exhale over, and one more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so the last move is rotation. Turn to one side, hang onto your leg, sit up tall, and gently pull your body into rotation. Your hips and lower back stay the same. Over to the other side, sitting up even taller, using your back arm for support so you stay nice and stacked in your spine. Let's do two more. Inhale to the other side, exhale to switch. Big inhale, rotate, exhale, center. Now let's move our legs a little bit. So stretching your legs out. Let's start with spine stretch forward. So legs are straight if you can sit up tall comfortably. If not, bend your knees a little bit and reach forward. So my arms are reaching nice and straight, but my shoulders are down and back. I'm gonna pull my abdominals in and start to curve up and over my legs. So my lower back's still stacked right over a neutral pelvis. And then slowly come back up, lifting your chin last. Inhale, exhale, pulling the abdominals back as you reach forward. Inhale, exhale up. The point of this is just a little flexion in your spine as well as staying nice and neutral in the pelvis and lower spine. Come back up. Let's just do one more. Breathe in deep. Exhale up and over. Inhale, hold. Exhale, stack your spine back up. If you can stay in this position and place one arm down, back to that lateral flexion. We'll do this 4 times with our legs lengthened. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, changing our legs again. Bring the bottom of your feet together, sit up really tall, and come up and over your legs. We're just gonna go as low as we can, and then sit back up. 2 more. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, up tall. 1 more time. And up. Okay, let's begin. We'll start with our legs bent, feet on the mat. Crossing one arm over the other, sitting up tall to begin. If you feel gripping in the hips, you can turn your knees out and bring your feet together. It's up to you. Okay, lean back, curving your spine, and then come back up. This is what we'll do to get the abs ready for this core strengthening workout, which helps all sports. 2 more. Curve from your head to your tailbone. 1 more. All right, the next one, let's stay back and we'll do some pulses. So we're curving, we come a little higher on the glutes, tailbone tucked, scoop the abs and do pulses forward. Good. Making sure your head stays over your body so your chin's not forward. Just drop the chin down and tuck it back. Good. Each time you pulse forward, pull your abs in. You got it. So with Pilates, there's a heavy focus on core strengthening, and that can help generate power. With sports, all movement comes from the core first, so we really focus on core. 8 more, and 7, and 6, and 5, you got it. 4, and 3, and 2. Now this time when we sit up, straighten your legs. We're gonna reach our arms up towards the ceiling and hinge forward. Now we're stretching those posterior muscles. Come back up tall and lower your arms down. All right, let's go on to our hands and knees. Once you're on your hands and knees, we're gonna move our knees so they're as wide as our hips, hands under our shoulders. Cat-cow stretch. Round your back, tuck your tailbone, lower your head. Slowly go through neutral and extend. So this is one of those movements that really help loosen up those muscles around the spine so you feel flexible enough to move throughout your day. Mobility in the hips, and this will again help with sports. Muscle tightness, of course, can restrict sports performance, so we want to make sure we can move well. Let's do one more, and then bring it back to neutral. Neutral, we have our natural curve in our lower back and the back of our neck, and our upper back's curved, but just make sure not too much, not in flexion. Okay, from here, legs come together, reach forward and sit back into a child pose stretch. Take deep breaths in, expanding the ribcage, feeling a deeper stretch when you breathe in, and then exhale, letting all the air out. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. On your exhale, sit back on your heels and round your spine up. It's like a Pilates roll up in a kneeling position. Come up to high kneeling and move your knees and legs a little bit apart again. Reach forward and really contract the posterior muscles so we can lean back, staying nice and straight from our head to our knees. You'll feel the quads work, you'll feel the glutes work, open hips, strong ab engagement. Let's do 4 more. Exhale. 3 more. Good, and 2 more, and 1 more. Now from here, lower your hands back down. We're gonna go into a plank. So send both legs out, but keep them hip distance apart. The nice thing about the first plank that we get into, you usually feel a great stretch in your calves, Achilles area, which is important for sports. Those fast changing positions in sports, we wanna keep the back of our leg nice and healthy and flexible. Okay, drop your knees back down, come back up to high kneeling for 1 more move here, the hinge. So we're gonna reach forward and sit back, sending our glutes back. So we're not rounding our back or tucking our tailbone. We're staying in neutral and then come back up. Just that move here of hinging is so important for those posterior muscles. If you do a lot of sitting, most likely in a sitting position, you're rounded, your tailbone's tucked, and your lower back is rounded with the rest of your spine. So here we're maintaining that natural curve as we sit back, and we're truly moving at the hips, not our back. Let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, back to a plank position one more time, hands on the mat. This time we're gonna walk our hands back to our feet and go up to a standing position. So start off really long, strong position. When you're ready, walk your hands back to your feet. We're gonna do a Pilates push-up. Lower your head and round it up. So this is great for overall strength, core strength. Hopefully get your heart rate up a little bit. Reach up tall, look straight ahead, shoulder mobility, draw the abs in. Curve your spine, walk your hands back out. Now we're gonna go into a tricep push-up. So fingers pointing straight ahead, elbows back. Let's do 4. We bend our arms 4 times, elbows pointing towards your feet. 1 more. And now walk your hands back. Lower your head, bend your knees and round it up. If you're not comfortable with the push-up, you can just hold the plank position, or you can lower your knees, modification. So it would look like this. Drop your knees, relax your toes, and 4 push-ups. Inhale, exhale, 2 more, and 1. Okay, ready? Toes on the mat. Walk your hands back, lower your head. Feel free to bend your knees, round it up. Finish in neutral. So little curve, eyes straight ahead. Reach, round, walk your hands forward. 4 push-ups. I'm gonna drop my knees down again. Inhale, exhale, pull those abs in, and 1 more. Okay, toes on the mat, lift your knees, walk it back. Let's do 1 more. The next one I'll do with my knees up, round forward, walk your hands out, elbows pointing straight back. When I do it with my knees up, I find it very challenging, so I just bend my arms a little bit. 2 more, 1 more. Still strengthening. Let's walk our hands back, lower your head, and round it up. Now while we're standing, let's do a couple of exercises. Let's go right into squats. Keep moving to get your heart rate up a little bit. Inhale, exhale. That hinge move, sitting back. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Okay, from here we're going to go right into alternating knees, but place your hands behind your head. We're going to alternate lifting knees and flexion forward a little bit with our body. So we're rounding our back, reaching our elbow to the inside of our knee. You got it. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, reach your arms up, dive forward, walk your hands forward again, and now we're gonna stay on the mat. Let's go into downward dog stretch. So my legs are a little bit apart, hips towards the ceiling. We're stretching the back of our legs. You might feel some stretching in the glutes and the lower back. Come forward, and let's do that again. Hips up, lower your head. If you prefer not to be upside down, stay in that plank. Hold, and then forward to a plank. Okay, lower your knees, relax your toes, and walk your hands back so you're in a kneeling position. Now from here, reach your arms forward and do a little bit of upper body moves. If you don't like being in a kneeling position, you can cross your legs. Let's pull our arms back, looking straight ahead, and then reach forward. Exhale. Now this first move, we're just reaching our elbows wide, but in a moment we're gonna go back behind our body a little bit, gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. Those muscles that help keep you upright, nice posture. 4 more, and 3. I'm gonna angle myself a little bit. 2, so I can see you, and 1 more. Now the next one, keep your head over your body and go a little bit behind your body, so try not to move your chin forward. Stay up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then lengthen. Here, shoulders stay back. That's the challenging part. You're probably gonna wanna do this. Keep them down and back, abs engaged. Pull, reach forward. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, you got it. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 2 more, and 1 more. Now we're gonna do a similar move, but this time straight arms reaching wide. Just to move away from my wall a little bit. Now we're gonna pulse it back, but again, we stay tall in our spine. Back, and back, and back. Upper back, shoulders, and 8, 7. Keep pulling your abs in and up. 4 more. Exhale. 3, 2, you got it, and 1. Bring your arms forward and lower it down. Shake out your arms. Let's bring it to a seated position. So from here, let's lengthen our legs in a little V shape, and we're just gonna reach through the center 4 times, hinging at our hips. Keeping your toes pointed. Okay, now same thing, but flex your feet. Be careful, just a little reach forward, back up, toes to the ceiling. Back up, you got it. You're gonna really feel it here. And 1 more. Now point your toes again, bring your legs together. Inhale, exhale, let's roll it down by tucking the tailbone, reaching with your legs, taking it all the way down. Now a little bit for shoulder mobility. Your body stays the same. Lower your arms by your ears, circle wide. Arms go to your legs, and then repeat. Reach, big circle without moving your rib cage. So as you lower your arms, try not to lift your rib cage, keep it on the mat. 2 more, inhale, exhale, straight arms. 1 more, and reach your arms up. Okay, bend your legs, keep them together. Lower your legs to one side and drop your arms to the mat. Hold this nice rotation stretch. We'll hold it for a good 20 seconds. Good to get comfortable in rotation. All sports you rotate. And now lift your legs up and over to the other side. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. Both arms can be straight, reaching out to the side. 10 seconds. Engage those core muscles and lift your legs. Okay, let's work on core strength. So legs hip distance apart. Before we begin, place your arms straight down. Tuck your tailbone and press your lower back into the mat. Posterior tilt, feel free to work in a posterior tilt for ab work, or relax the back of your legs. Roll the pelvis a little more into neutral where the pelvis is level with the mat, and you might have space here, but you'll notice if you curl up how much more challenging it is to stay in neutral. You might not be comfortable, and that's okay. Good to do most of our exercises in our 45-minute class in neutral, but it's okay if we do some in a posterior tilt. So stay reaching, lifted shoulders, eyes looking over your knees, breathing, and then roll it down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, Exhale, we lift our chin, head, shoulders, dropping our chin down and back, feeling those abs work, and then lower down. Okay, hands behind your head. This time we're gonna stay up. So curl it up and find a position where you can stay in for about a minute. We're gonna lift our shoulders, little pulses, up. Sliding the front of the rib cage closer to your hips each time you lift. Chin down and back, so there's gentle curve in your neck. I like to think of a tennis ball here that I'm hugging with my chin up against my chest. And lift and lower. My arms are working a little. I'm pressing my fingers into the back of my head so my head can be comfortable in my hands and my neck nice and relaxed. All ab work. And lift. And lift. Keep going. Try to pull the abs down closer to your spine each time you lift. 8 more. 7, 6, 4 more. Up. And 3, and 2, and 1. Roll it down slow, and at the same time, try your best to drop your elbows, keeping the back of the rib cage on the mat. Now, release and bring your arms to your side. We're gonna do one bridge. Legs hip distance apart, tuck the tailbone and lift your hips up. And just hold this bridge position. We'll go back to abs, but contracting all the lower body muscles, engaging the abs lightly, releasing your shoulders into the mat. Take a deep breath in and roll your spine back down, one vertebra at a time. All right, back to abs. We're gonna lift our legs up, keeping our lower back on the mat. Arms can press into the mat, just don't tense up your neck. Now we're gonna reach both legs in a split and then come back to tabletop. Switch legs, reach, you got it, switch legs. Now the entire time we're trying to press our lower back into the mat. Strengthening our leg muscles, strengthening core, increasing flexibility. This can be hard to do without the support of holding your top leg. Try your best. Keep going, 4 more. Inhale as you bend, exhale as you straighten. 2 more, inhale and exhale, you got it. Inhale and exhale. Now let's hug both knees into our chest and hold it right here. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a corkscrew exercise. So with the corkscrew, we're gonna lift our legs. We can start with them bent, hold our hamstrings. We're gonna curl up, but we're gonna try to stay curled up. But now it's time to lengthen our legs. Gluing your legs together, we're gonna cross our arms over. In this position, we circle our legs, very intense, one way, 4 times. Now, if it's too much for you, you can place your arms down. You can also rest your head back. Let's go the other way. So if you're here, we switch. You got it. And 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, let's take a little break. Drop it down. You can even bring your feet to the mat. We're gonna do that again, this time 6 circles one way. Okay, legs back up, curl it up, stretch your legs up, and 6 times. Exhale, inhale, 5. It's okay if your body rolls a little bit with your legs, just not too much. 2 more, 1 more. If your neck gets tired, you can rest your head back and come back when you're ready. Circle, you got it. 3 more. Keep your legs straight, and 2, and 1. Inhale up, exhale. This time release and hold your legs. Pull your legs into your body, and then lower your feet to the mat. Let's do roll-up prep. So we're gonna stretch our legs out, looking straight up. The goal is to get into a comfortable position. Eventually, if you're not there yet and you feel like your neck's uncomfortable, you can add something under your head here for a little lift. Reach your arms and lower them by your ears. We're gonna inhale, arms up, exhale, we're gonna curl it, but just a little bit to start. Legs stay straight. Inhale, arms float back up. Exhale, roll down. So let's do that 4 times. Inhale, arms only. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders. Inhale, arms only. Exhale, roll down. So we first start with just arm movement. Inhale, then we curl up as we lower our arms. So I guess our arms keep moving, and then here we inhale, arms up, exhale, roll down. This is the prep for the roll up. Keep going. We're gonna do a full roll up in just a few seconds. One more prep. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, curl, pull those abs in. Inhale, exhale. Okay, continue with the prep or try the roll up. I get stuck, so this is what I do. If you can roll up without a kick of your leg, great. If not, kick, come up over your legs. Now here, we're really pulling the navel to spine. Stack your spine up and then roll back down and repeat. One vertebra at a time here, roll with control. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll it up. Sit on that neutral spot, pelvis. Stack your spine, roll it down. Tuck the tailbone, reach your legs the opposite way of where you're going. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, sit tall, shoulders down. Exhale, tuck the tailbone. Contract every muscle in your legs. Two more. Inhale, arms. Exhale, roll up. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale down. Okay, this is the last one, and we'll stay up in a seated position. Inhale, exhale, roll up, spine stretch forward. Now stack your spine and place your hands back for reverse plank. I point my fingers out here, lift your hips, look over your body, straight legs, abs in, hold it, breathe, and then lower down. Okay. Boat with twist. So we're gonna bend our legs in. Sit up tall, hold your hamstring or your shins for a moment, just lengthen your spine. We're gonna curve our spine and hold the back of our legs for a moment and get into a position like we're about to do, rolling like a ball. So here we're tucking the tailbone, we're staying in that C curve, and our feet are lifted. Now, we're gonna bring our arms into our chest. You can place one hand on top of the other. We're gonna rotate and lengthen our legs at the same time, very challenging. Modification would be to place one foot down, but let me show you the move. So it's reaching and rotating as you lengthen, very challenging. Modification, one foot down, reaching towards the lengthened leg, back arm reaching back, and then take it in, tough to hold. Okay, turn the other way, exhale. Inhale, I'm just gonna rotate a little so again I can see you and you can see the position of my body as I turn and in. Exhale. Now the back arm, I don't reach as far, I don't have that mobility to reach straight back. Maybe you do, and that's great. Just make sure your lower back feels good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, two more. This is boat with twist. One more. Okay, hold your legs, cross your legs, sit up tall. We'll do that one more time. Again, the modification is one foot down. So it really works on core strength, mobility, and the twist, which is important for sports. Okay, take it back again. Promise last time. You'll feel it here in your legs too. Lift your legs. Take your hands over your chest. Shoulders stay down. When you're ready, exhale. Inhale, exhale. This would be the modification. Switch. Just four more. This is modification or both legs. 2 and 1. Okay, cross your legs, sit up tall. You'll notice when you sit nice and stacked, it kind of gives your body a little break. So having enough mobility and strength to maintain neutral is important. All right, from here, let's take it back down onto our mat. So stretch your legs out straight. Let's do a roll down again. Big inhale, exhale, take it down one vertebra at a time. Now from here, let's work a little bit on mobility again. So bend your legs, lift your legs, and let's go into a scissors position with our head back. So we're gonna hold that top leg in. The bottom leg doesn't quite go all the way to the mat. Hold it up. You're probably really feeling this stretch. Now flex both feet, hard to do. Point both feet. Let's do 4 more. Flex, point, flex, point. 2 more, flex, point, and flex. Now in this position, if you find that you're looking back like this, you can always lift your head so your neck's in a better position, or place something like a pillow under your head. Okay, let's switch. Mobility here. Lower that bottom leg, but we're working on strength and mobility at the same time, so we're holding that bottom leg up. When you're ready, flex, point, flex, point. 2 more, flex, point. 1 more, flex, point. Hold it, and then bend both legs to tabletop, but send them straight up towards the ceiling. Hold your hamstrings, flex your feet, and go into a straddle. Hopefully you'll feel that inner thigh stretch, but you can support your legs with your hands. Point your toes, bring it back in. Let's do that again. Reach with your heels. Reach wide with your heels. Control this move so we're always reaching. All the muscles contracted even though we're stretching at the same time. Point and bring it in. Okay, from here, let's go into scissors. So we're gonna curl it up. This time we're gonna pulse the top leg for 2. So it's exhale, exhale, switch, 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 switch. 4 more. Stay up with your shoulders, stable hips. Last one. Inhale, bend both legs. Exhale, hands behind your head. All right, it's gonna be intense for a couple of minutes. Core strength. Single leg stretch, obliques. Reach one leg and then switch. Now, modification. You can keep one foot down and work at one side. Maybe do 4 on one side and then switch. But if you're doing okay, keep going with both legs lifted. Rotate towards the bent leg. Breathe. Never holding your breath. Holding your breath can restrict movement. So breathe through these difficult moves. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. Inhale, center. Exhale, roll down. We are going to drop our feet this time. Keep your hands behind your head. Lower your elbows. Let's do that rotation stretch again, but with our hands behind your head. Rotate. Wonderful stretch to get into. Stretching the obliques, a little bit of glutes, outer thigh, wherever you might be a little tight, you'll feel that nice stretch. Now, before you move, contract the core, then lift your legs and over to the other side. Hold it. You can look straight up, dropping your elbows to the mat. A few more seconds. Contract the core, lift your legs, and now place your legs hip distance apart. Arms go to your side. It's time to go into a bridge again. Okay, so tuck the tailbone. Make sure your legs are parallel. Point your knees and toes straight ahead. Let's lift all the way up. Now we want the lower back to feel comfortable, so we're really contracting the quads, hamstring, glute. It's like you're trying to tuck the tailbone, but at the same time drawing those abs in, so hopefully your lower back's in a nice position. Let's start off with lowering and lifting, just going about halfway down, and then lifting your hips up. Lower, lift. Now the rib cage pretty much stays the same, so if you arch a lot, and you release those abdominals, it's gonna feel uncomfortable in the lower back. So we sink the rib cage, we contract the abs, and we lift like we're trying to tuck the tailbone. And lift and lower. Now at the same time, relaxing your toes. And 4, and 3, and 2. Now hold it up, stay here. We're gonna raise our arms, lower them by our ears. Raise them back up, drop them to the mat. The entire time we're staying nice and steady in our body. Looking straight up towards the ceiling. 2 more, up, lower and up, drop down, up, lower and up and down. Okay, from here, slide your feet in nice and close, going up onto the ball of your feet. Lifted heels, knees pointing straight ahead, a little inner thigh engagement, so keeping your legs pointing straight ahead the entire time. Stay right here, really contracting the calves, glutes, hamstrings, and quads. Now place your feet back to a flat position. Move your feet away from you now with your heels in. This will be challenging. Keep your hips up. We're gonna go into little mini pulses. So lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Still that feeling of trying to tuck the tailbone so we're contracting strong in the glutes. 8, 7, 6, almost done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, slide your feet back in. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. So we keep the glutes contracted strong until our lower back touches. Once your lower back's on the mat, release the back of your legs, and it feels so nice to roll into neutral. So part of Pilates is the contraction and learning how to release if you feel like you're always tensing up muscles, which usually these days with computers seems to be our neck, shoulder area back, and the back of our legs to our lower back. Okay, from here, let's grab onto our hamstrings. We're gonna go back up to a seated position, cross legs. Let's walk our hands forward and lower our body down. Speaking of stretching, we'll stretch our posterior muscles here. Lower your head and take the deepest breath in you possibly can take.
Let all that air out. One more deep breath. On your exhale, slide your hands back and sit up tall.
Okay, from here, let's lean back with our hands back behind our body. Let's do another ab exercise. Legs are bent. Now you can move your hands in any position that's comfortable. We're gonna try to get down low and curve our spine so we can lift our legs. Now from here, we're gonna stretch either one leg out or both legs, so it looks like this. Exhale. Now you'll notice as I reach my legs, I also lower my body a little lower to the mat. So that's why you wanna find the most comfortable position for your shoulders and arms. Take your hands wide, keep them close, whichever's comfortable for you. Modification, one foot can stay on the mat, so it looks like this. Nice big exhale, pull your abs in each time you reach. 4 more. 3 more, hang in there athletes. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, hold your legs in for a moment and now lower down. Hang on to your hamstrings and try your best to sit up tall. Let's go into mermaid stretch position. I'm gonna turn and face you. One leg in front, one leg behind. This is one of those moves that helps with mobility, getting comfortable moving in all different positions. Okay, sitting up tall, let's go into lateral flexion, and don't worry about your shoulder. It can lift up by your ear, that's okay. I find that if you try to line your arm up with your ear, you get that nice side body stretch rather than if you're in front like this. So up and over, pull your abs in and switch. Abs in, 2 more. Good, and 1 more. Okay, now sitting here in this position, the front leg, we're gonna take that arm a little bit back just so we can lift our hips, reach up towards the ceiling, or if you'd like, reach towards the back of the room. So hips forward, arm back, looking back. Hold it for a few seconds, great for hips, and then lower back down. You got it. Let's switch sides. Mermaid stretch. If you find that you're over here, it's really hard to sit like this, just getting to a point where you're comfortable sitting like this, great. That can be your goal. Let's reach up and over. Sit up tall and switch. Sit up tall, abs in and switch. 4 more, big inhale. Exhale, 3 more. 2 more, and 1 more. Okay, bring it to the center. Place this hand, the front leg, that arm, a little bit back for support. Lift, reach forward, then up, move your hips forward. Arch your back if you're comfortable. If not, just reach a little more up towards the ceiling, not as much of an arch. Hold, and bring it back down. Okay, from here, let's go back to our hands and knees again, working those very important muscles, posterior muscles that can get neglected throughout the day. Let's bring our legs together, hands a little bit apart. So try your best to start neutral. If you feel like you're a little tucked, then release those back muscles and lengthen your spine. Now from here, we're gonna lift the right arm, left leg, lower down, lift the left arm, right leg. Okay, we're gonna try to keep moving. We'll do a few different exercises here to work our back body muscles. Alignment, make sure your head's in line with your body. So important to strengthen our neck area in a nice position. Keep going. So this is a little balance challenge. Also good to strengthen those back body muscles. Working on alignment, which can be difficult because it's hard to know if you're actually in a neutral spine. But over time, taking these type of classes, you get really comfortable with that neutral position. You don't need a mirror to know if you're in that position, you'll just feel it. Let's do 8 more. Exhale, inhale, 7. Breathe out, breathe in. Okay, 4 more. Reach, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now, we're gonna walk our hands forward to a push-up position just to lower our body down. So when you're ready, take your body all the way to the mat. Move your legs a little bit wider and bend your arms 90 degrees. We're gonna lift our legs and upper body a tiny bit. Now to get a lot out of these type of exercises, you really don't have to lift high. Think of lengthening and contracting every muscle in the back body. So as you lift your chest and arms, make sure your head goes up as well, but don't lift your chin. Stay looking down. Legs lift, but if you're uncomfortable with this, if it's just too much for you today, lift one leg at a time.
keeping one foot on the mat for that little added support. Now each time you lift, you'll notice you probably are tightening the abs, which is good, using your abs as like a little platform for your spine as you lift your body and extend. Let's do 4 more. Exhale, and 3, and 2. Now stay up here in this position. Reach your arms 8 times. Can be very challenging, good for those back body muscles. Remember, your legs are straight. They're not lifted high. Just 4 more. Exhale, inhale, 3, keep looking down, and 2, and 1. Okay, bend arms and lower down. Now let's keep our legs on the mat and push up into extension, but don't forget to draw those abs in. Lower down. Now you don't have to straighten your arms. You can go up just a tiny bit if you'd like. Big inhale. Exhale. We're just trying to get into extension, the opposite of what we do all day long, always bending forward. 2 more. Inhale, push away, abs in. Exhale. Okay, on this next one, we're going to push up. Now, as you roll down, try to lift your legs. It's like a little rock. Rocking back and forth. Push away, lift your legs. Push away, lift your legs. So rocking, keeping those legs nice and straight. 4 more. Up, lift, up, very challenging. 2 more. Up, lift, and 1. Okay, from here, lower everything down. Hands go a little closer so you can push off the mat. Bring your legs together and sit back in a child pose stretch. In the child pose stretch today, let's keep our fingers on the mat, spread wide. Lift the palm of your hands up so you're flexing the wrist and you're stretching your fingers, hands, wrists, forearms. Hold this nice stretch. And then lower the palm of your hands. Inhale, round your back, come forward on your exhale, lower your hips. So again, we're in extension, but a little higher here. Hold it, stay out of your shoulders, so contract those lats. And then walk your hands back, so you're back on your hands and knees. Let's do another exercise here, but this time we're gonna drop down to our forearms. Try your best to keep your spine straight. Legs are touching, so they're together. Stretch your leg out, and let's kick our back leg. Strong kick, but trying to stabilize our body. So glutes, hamstrings, and stability, important for all sports. There's always a point in a sport, and no matter which sport you play, where stability is really important. Glute strength, hamstring, difficult today because of our lifestyle with technology. So those muscles get neglected, so let's focus on them here, strengthening those back muscles again. So when you're using your whole body for movement in sports, you have that power coming from the glutes and hamstring. 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Now from here, we're gonna bend slowly and then stretch it back out. Try your best to hinge at your hips. So that's a tricky one. Usually, as you bend your leg, you'll drag your pelvis forward into flexion of your spine, but try not to. Glutes reach back. Glutes reach back. 4 more. Inhale, exhale, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten your leg all the way, full range of motion, strengthen the knee area nice and straight, and then lower down. For a quick little break, come up, sit back on your heels for just a moment. We're going to switch sides. It's almost time to stretch. Take it back down onto your forearms. Hips stay even. Pull your abs in without rounding your back. Stay long in your back and send the other leg out. So really contracting the glutes, keeping your hips even, and strong kick. Kick, kick, kick. Keeping your knees straight. Straightening your arms and legs, important part of the workout. Because we do a lot of sitting, most of us do a lot of sitting today. So our joints are always bent. So let's straighten them here and strengthen them in that nice lengthened position. Kick, kick. Abs in each time you kick. Breathe. Make sure your neck and head's comfortable. So try not to lift your eyes looking past your mat. Compressing your neck. Keeping your eyes down. Almost done. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reach your leg as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Now slowly bend, and this should feel nice if you stay neutral. You'll feel a stretch in the hamstring and glute. Send it back out, contract the hamstring and glute. Bend and stretch. Inhale and exhale. When you stay in a nice alignment, movement can feel really great. Work in all sides of your body equally. Inhale, exhale, 4 more. Bend and reach, and 3, and reach, and 2, and 1. Okay, place your knee down, come back up onto your hands and knees. Let's go into cat-cow stretch because we'll start to stretch. All right, when you're ready, round your back up, keeping your arms straight, tuck your tailbone, feel that flexion in your spine, and then go through neutral and extend, holding this position by gently pulling your abs in. And again, round. Now when you go into extension this time, hold it for a few seconds. Are your shoulders up by your ears? If they are, see if you can get them down and back. One more time, flexion and extension, and bring it to a nice neutral position. Now from here, legs together, come up to a high kneeling position. Let's step forward with one foot. We're gonna lean into the stretch. If you move your foot quite far before you lean forward, it's usually comfortable. Hips pointing straight ahead. In this position, if you'd like, you can arch a little, just be careful. It's quite the stretch for that back quadricep. And now push back to switch legs. Other leg forward, stepping past your knee. So when you lean, it's comfortable, because if your foot's close, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna feel very awkward and you won't get that stretch. So move your foot a little forward, hips come forward and a little down. Extend if you'd like. Makes the stretch a little more intense, so be careful. And then push away. Okay, from here, we're gonna do a downward dog stretch, but change it up a little bit. So legs close, toes on the mat. If you don't wanna go upside down, you can just keep your toes here on the mat. You'll probably feel a stretch in your feet and calves, or you can lift and hold, or downward dog stretch with your legs together. Now go into a march to start, dropping one heel then the other. Keep reaching your glutes straight up towards the ceiling, abs in. 2 more, 1 more. Now from here, legs together, we're gonna bend one leg in and reach up, turning our hip out. Hold it, so it's okay if you rotate a little. Reach for the ceiling, hold, and then bend, whoops, take it back down and switch. Other leg reaches, turn your hip out. Reach, reach, reach. And then bend, take it down. Okay, lower your knees, sit back, and I'm gonna turn and face you. So let's bring the bottom of our feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Good, we're gonna lean up and over our legs, and this time hold it. I hold onto my feet, you can hold your ankles. I just find it easier to pull my body in if my hands are under my feet. And then my elbows go on the inside of my legs, gently pressing my legs closer to the mat. Stretching those inner thighs. You might feel a stretch in the glute, hip, outer thigh area as well. And then come up tall. Relax your shoulders down. Stretch your legs out. I know this is one of the harder stretches. Use your arms for support and just sit up tall. If you're hinging and lengthening, you probably already feel a little stretch, but let's flex our feet so you feel more of a stretch. Keep your knees straight. Hold it here for 20 seconds. Even if you're really flexible, you usually feel a little stretch here. If not, you can reach and lean forward. It's up to you. 10 seconds. Flexibility, important for sports. We don't want any tightness, restricting movement, or risk of injury. Point your toes. Now let's take a deep breath in. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Now let's go up and over our legs. You don't have to bring your arms to your legs. You can just reach straight forward. It's up to you. Or you can hang onto your legs. Hang out here for another 10 seconds. Keep hinging at your hips, lengthening your body over your legs. Now, we're gonna stay long and lift our body back up. Lower your arms down. Okay, let's cross our legs. Find a position that's comfortable for you. Let's do a little stretch for our neck, arms down. Sit up tall so the chest is open, and we're gonna tilt our head to one side. This is that area that can get tight. Sometimes our shoulders are up even a ½ inch, and there's always that contraction and tightness here. So learning to drop our shoulders down again, using those lats to keep our shoulders in place will give our neck a little break. Let's go over to the other side.
So sports, when we swing a racket or a golf club, we want those lats to work strong. We don't want it all in the neck. You won't get as much power out of that swing. And then up tall. Let's roll our shoulders back, nice big circle. Let's go the other way with our shoulders back, up, forward, down. 2 more, 1 more. Okay, let's finish today's class with a deep breath in. Breathing important, exhale that nice deep breath 1 more time. And exhale. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope you have a great day.